about, like, if I run all one-way roads and then I connect them like in a pattern language, then does that reduce the total space I used for roads? Also, considering that I can use those roads for channeling water, that's actually a huge advantage of running them parallel on slope anyway. So that right there, I'm sold on it, and I've done it. In fact, it improved the amount of humidity in multiple spaces, and most of them I'm just letting grow over because I am just letting the forest do what it wants to do because I'm way outnumbered by plants and stuff like that here, like super outnumbered. So they pretty much just do what the fuck they want, including destroy my shit on occasion if I'm not careful. Goddamn, the forest is strong. If you think of it in a like longer term way, and you really look at in this case, like the changes I've made and the responses that have occurred, and some of those changes I didn't plan for. Probably the one that dwarfs them all is forest fires. We're now at, wait, the first one, second one, third one, the last one didn't happen. That's good. That's a good thing for a forest fire to do. The best way to fight a forest fire is to fight it before it starts. Holy shit, is that smoke way over there? Oh shit, I may have to walk out to the gate. That seems suspiciously like smoke. That would be really funny if I noticed that right now. Oh, right. Well, fuck it. You know, I'm trying to walk around more. And I have destinations to go to and look at shit. So I might as well do those things. I almost see how this place could be like a theme park. And that's a bizarre analogy perhaps to make. I was impressed when I read about that Disneyland has tunnels under it. I thought that was pretty cool. Like I would rather plan for that ahead of time and build as much infrastructure as possible to support the system by zoning it correctly to allow for a tunnel system underneath your town. Is that clear enough? And you should be able to separate from any other community. I mean, every community could have entryways that just go to the other community around them, and who knows how many they have bordering them. I guess that's another math problem. That is for the dogs. The dogs should have a better dog watering system that was in shade all day, that was in a cool, shady spot to sit at, to encourage them to drink a lot of healthy water, you know, and maybe near it there's a place where there's some birds, but I don't know, maybe not next to the dogs. That might be a different idea. I don't trust my dogs when it comes to anything alive, and I would like to fence in fact, I can think of right here. I should just build a building right here of whatever kind around that bamboo, and I'll always be harvesting bamboo off of it. But, well, at least a gate. I think I need a gate. And a better overhang because the other one fell apart. Oh yeah, it totally fell down. I forgot. We built it so stupid. We had built many things so stupid. Oh well. And then this is a little courtyard I have over here. All this needs on is a metal gate And that would be a good enough dog play area that controls traveling doggies, and we could put more stuff in it. There's already a bunch of crap that probably grew over and whatever. Is an avocado tree. Here's another avocado tree. Where's that oak coming from? Anyway, this could all get macheted out, put a metal gate in, and then put a double door, because that's how some dogs are, is they'll run through an open door. That's a very bad behavior on the part of a dog, but you know, enough of them do it that I believe it's worth it to make a dog lock on a chicken coop, for example. Also, you may wish to actually lock it at times. You just never know with chickens or something. Sometimes people, I don't know. I'm going to make a solar brooder that will change all of that. With one invention, I will produce more young hens at less cost than anyone anywhere nearby. Simply because I have a simple system that is non-dangerous to the chicks, that does dehumidify their area, but of course we'd always have lots of clean drinking water for them. They graduate very quickly onto deep litter, and they have spaces to scrounge out within the, there's radiating out spots from where they're brooding, and they're learning at a very young age how to scrape the soil and how to look for stuff. Now you'd think they would need a mama to show them. Well, maybe if you had a really nice old hen, you could stick her in there and she would show them, maybe. You know, chickens are not that hard to figure out, really. And if some aren't compatible, just don't have them together. That's really easy to figure out. But that means you need multiple spaces for multiple types of chickens, and also you're going to breed anyway for really tame chickens. I really believe that. I'm going to breed any chickens I do for being the nicest ones. If any cock is really mean or something, I don't know, maybe I set them aside in another breed and I breed a really aggressive cock one. And that's so that maybe, you know, if I die, then the males will have a chance of protecting their women. I'm serious about that. It's for the preservation of the species. There's a lot of thirsty animals out there right now. It kills me, it really does. I need to make oasi. I think one of the things maybe I could do, I don't know, is there's a place up there, an intersection of some roads, where some burros drink water. And it has a name, but I forgot what it is. And there's really cool rock formations all in there. And you know, you could have a post for tying your horse up. You could have a shaded spot with seating anywhere nearby. You could have a comfort station right in there. It's a wide enough road, and that would be run by probably a Diajito or people in the little town up there. I don't know who, somebody, not me. But basically, that intersection will end up developing someday. So we might as well make a few designs for it. It's the most important nearby intersection. Additionally, I believe I spoke about this on another video, is the idea of talking to the trust landowners way over there. There's already precedent for a guy going way over there. There's already a road. So I don't think road access is that hard. The only issue is that you want to connect to a really big road that's over there. And if I was to punch through on that and pay for the bulldozer work and have it done right, so that you don't like go way down and way up, and you do it fucking right, and you plant all along it or around it, and You put in a shade spot and a comfort station on one side or both. You plant hedgerows around it. You have it be a meeting place that serves many people as they travel around. I do love the idea of compartmentalizing it. And I think it's going to be my greatest puzzle once I get the drone footage. Because I have these ideas about what I would think, and I question every one of them. It's quite painful. But I think I came to some conclusions today. I think several other weird things. Who knows, really? I just thought of another building I could live in. I don't know how comfortable it is or not, but I'd like to experiment with it. I've never slept there, ever. I think it might have mice, but unfortunately that doesn't narrow it down at all. That was a gunshot. That was probably another one. That was just a piece of roofing. God damn, it is nice out here. It's really very sweet. This is one of the reasons I have such big opinions about stairs. I already had them, but now I have more motivation to talk about them, I guess. But I really am against private stairs in buildings. I think they're dumb. Why can't I fucking just sit down? Right here. God, I'm a dumbass. I like living in this really great place. I could be living in a really luxurious place if I would just pay attention and give a shit. I think this is a two-person chair. You can be the other person. Don't think about that in a creepy way at all. That's creepy. Don't do it. I don't know you. Do not be presumptuous. I am not. So this has been a long video with a couple mixed in themes, but a lot of it's about land use. And I'm going to take this area right near where I live. I'm going to wall it off pretty darn well because it's already partly walled off. Because it has a building over there, a building over there. I have big plans for all sorts of shit. So this is like a central hub of activity, potentially. And I need to figure out where the barriers of that are. Like, how much will I give away of my forest to these organizations? And how much might I have just be an organization that I'm the total dictator of, which would only be mine. I don't think I should have any voting rights for the common group decision one that were more than anyone else's. I think I should have a voice to say what I believe. I believe things for very good reasons, and it's convenient to do things the way I see them. That includes how you interact with the entire forest. What impact do you have as an individual? What is your forest footprint? What did you bring in? What did you take out? How did you affect other people within it? Those all seem like really important things to wonder about. So maybe it's just a matter of writing up the social agreements, kind of like you do that game Gnomic in Metamagical Themas, I think it was, a book by Douglas Hofstadter, is that his name? I don't know. But a great book. And I think that was the one that covered Gnomic, which is a game where you vote on rules to the game based on the rules you start with. And it has a really nice starting set of rules that if you were to read it and learn it, then you could propose other weird-ass rules to amend those, to amuse yourself, or who knows, maybe you'll create an entire new culture. Gnomic. We could change the rules too. I'd like to propose several thousand things right now, but I'm very busy, so I can only propose just a few at a time. Which is painful. Fucking roof in the wind. It's gonna break off, and it's fiberglass, and I hate it. And I want it off the property entirely. It's garbage to me. I never want to see that kind of roofing again. You might be getting the impression I dislike it. You'd be right. I don't like it. Polycarbonate is better. But even it, I really wonder how much more does it cost to put in frosted, tempered glass, like they have in the conservatory, and have part of the building get lots of sun and part of it not. Build it in the way you wish to, based on the energy you wish to capture, not based on some Victorian norm, although the one in the Conservatory Park in Seattle is quite nice. It's a great place for a date. You look at pretty plants and you comment on them, and then you say stuff. It's a really good, warm place to be. That's my secret dating advice to you, if you live there. Or, more importantly, build more greenhouses. I'd love to get more like Wally Peonies, Wally Peony. Or some people call them Chinese greenhouses, are fairly similar. But just basically dug in greenhouses so that you can control the heat better and keep it a little bit warmer, perhaps, especially if you use evacuated tube solar hot water heaters. Because then suddenly you're pumping heat into part of a potentially on-slope greenhouse system where it's designed to suck in as much solar energy as possible, almost like a solar oven. I mean, let's go totally nuts with it, right? What if one of your rows was a whole row, a on contour road, and one of them was just a series of solar ovens, all sucking in as much sun as they could, using whatever material we think is best, which is tricky. But I know that I probably want even concrete to be in the shape of a parabola pointing at the sun. I want maximum sunshine pumped into that system. And I don't know what I got to paint those funnel-like things with, and somebody else who's an astronomer can tell me based on my latitude exactly how I should be pointing it for most of the time, and should have multiple of them. I think I should have multiple of them. Equinoxes covers a year pretty well. Oh, fuck. Well, it has been interesting that over time, due to a whole variety of things, the least of which probably is lightning strikes. I get 5 to 10 of those a year at most, I think, although it's hard to keep track of everything. But